What's up everybody, Dr. McKay here and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I last streamed, so I hope you all are doing very well. Today's stream is of my Space Engineers SLS build that I've been working on slowly over the last month. I'm now ready for its first test launch, so today's stream is going to be a test launch, and if it all works out very well, we'll build the launch tower and get it ready for a blueprint. Hope you all enjoy the content, and if you do, feel free to like, comment and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitch. I'm trying to reach that 150 follower mark, and on YouTube I'm trying to reach 1,000, so all your support is greatly appreciated. So as you can see in the background, we have my SLS build, or builds should I say. These builds have been quite fun. Obviously the one on the right, which is one now in front, this is what I did over 2 years ago, like when Space Engineers like really first come out, so it's like not that great. It's how can I put it? It was used lots of old blocks and lots of my old building methods, and as you can see, it's merged together with large merge blocks instead of small ones. So I just thought I'd bring this one in as a comparison. Yeah, they are one-to-one, or tried to be one-to-one as best as I can within the Space Engineers physics and blocks, but the new one, which is here, I built some of it before on stream, but obviously I tweaked with it like off stream over the last month. I've been really busy, so I'm sorry I haven't been uploading YouTube videos or streaming. There's just been a lot going on in my life, but I'm back for today. So we'll give you a quick tour of the SLS, and then we'll go for a test launch of the vehicle, because I haven't actually flown it yet, so hopefully it all stages quite well. So we have obviously 4 of the shuttle's main engines slapped onto the bottom of the SLS. They're pretty nice. Obviously a single merge block in the middle because I haven't actually done any of the hookups. Then we have 2 solid rocket boosters on each side, which again just one engine with lots of neat little things which you'll see. They are merged together with small merge blocks instead of the large ones like I have on the old one. The build is just generally a lot cleaner, a lot nicer. Like I said, a lot of my new building methods I've put into this, rather than like just slapping it together like with the old one. The boosters are quite large, and obviously the large main core stage, which is the orange tank, that is the first stage. And obviously as you come up, we have the like second stage, which would be the like the orbit, like the stage that basically gets into an orbit and then does the translunar ejection burn, so the capsule can go, well, the capsule service module goes to the moon. And then obviously inside this fairing, that's quite neat, still a bit gappy, is the Orion service module, which is in there with like 10 solar panels. Then on top we have the capsule. Now the capsule was very tricky to try and plumb up and have it separate all at the same time. Now I haven't tested it yet, so I don't know if it will work, but there was a complication where I had it on a piston, and because it's a subgrid you can control the rocket, so I had to merge it with a merge block and then hook up a conveyor tube on a hinge that will separate, so both of them will detach and then the capsule will be free. But obviously apart from that, the capsule gains its oxygen from the service module, which is in there. And obviously the capsule fits 4 people. It's got like lots of like monitors, it's got like seating, so you've got like pilot or co-pilot, passenger, specialist. Obviously we've got a cargo container there, and it is airtight, so if I shut this door it goes green, so it's all good. We've got windows, which is like there and there, and then we do have a hatch that leads up into the launch ascent stage, which is the launch escape tower, which is this like nose cone. This should detach and pull away. I have set timers, I've got engines, it should work. I hope it does. It hasn't got enough thrust to pull the capsule off in an emergency because, well, these thrusters are poor, but it should pull away in space in the stage, and it should. Well, that's the rocket in general. I hope it works. We're gonna launch that one over there because that's me blueprinted one. This is obviously the one that I've been working on. So let's go have a look. It's going to be an automated launch. It's going to be like 2 minutes to booster set, but then they're like a minute for course set. Then it's like it's all automated until you get to like the service module, and then it's all manual. So let's have a first test and see if it works. If it works, great, I'll build the tower. If not, I'm going to have to tweak it and figure something out. Right. So we're getting the pilot stage. You're going to turn on the HUD and go third person so we can see the glory of the rocket. Alright. So up is the automated start. It basically turns everything on, launches you automatically, and obviously does all the staging. Once we get to the service module stage, right on the D-pad is just to deploy the solar panels, which aren't actual solar panels. They're just LCD screens looking like solar panels. And then left on the D-pad is capsule separation for splashdown, basically. So, 3, 2, 1, launch. The engine's on. Should detach. If it doesn't detach, it's because I need to convert it to a ship. Oh, there we go. So we have vehicle launch. It's not bad. There we go, booster set. So booster shut down. It lags a little bit because it's a lot of computing. It's all done via timer blocks. So they should separate and pull away. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Come on, don't break. Yay! So there goes boosters. That's nice, nice and clean. So now we're just on the core stage. So the core stage should shut down, and then the launch escape tower should detach. What's our altitude? Almost in space. Obviously, I do have the speed mod on because, yeah, it's a lot quicker to get to space with it on. But it's basically designed for no mods. It's not one mod used in this build. It's quite a large first stage. I think it's the largest first stage, I think, of any rocket. I'm not sure about that. I might have to check that. So I know the Saturn V's core stage, or first stage, is large, but it's split up into two stages, and then the third stage is essentially the top of this. So Saturn V's first and second stage is essentially this first stage in terms of like flight plan. I think the Delta 4, not Delta 4, Delta 5, was it Delta 4? That rocket is pretty big. And the Ariane 5's got quite a large first stage. But we're definitely in space. Yeah, 0G. Just waiting for that core stage to shut down. Just check. 55 seconds. Yeah, I've definitely timed it for no speed mod. First stage set is 2 seconds. But to be fairly honest, you know, in real life, the rocket basically goes up, and then it goes to the side, then flies like horizontal to the Earth to get into an orbit. Whereas the space engineers, you kind of just go ignoring orbital mechanics altogether. Makes it good for like large spaceships or sci-fi ships, but for rockets, like a rocket's designed to go into orbit, not to fly in any direction. Come on, we should be there. Should be there now. There we go. Oh no. Yeah. There we go. Main engine off. Capsule should separate before the core stage. Set. Fingers crossed. I believe we have a problem. See what's going on. First stage set. Did I even put it on the thing? No, I didn't. That's. For some reason it didn't. There goes the thing. Now it should separate. Yay, nay? See, I'm not sure what's going on here. There's the core, and there goes capsule. A little bit of clang. A lot of clang. How long is this stage on for? Let's just turn it off now, shall we? This is why we test. Why didn't it work? Where's one of the fairings? There's the other fairing, and there's separation. Ah, I see what happened. Well, they're the solar panels, but half of them got blown away because the engines destroy them. Oh dear. Got a lot of tweaking to do here then. Alright. So now we're in the stage that goes to the moon, which is essentially the capsule, service module, and solar panels that have been destroyed, but they don't function as solar panels, they're just LCD screens. I didn't really think about it with the engines, but normally, like, I might have to set it up that the capsule separates, deploys solar panels before igniting the RCS. Well, here we have it. Anyway, that is the last stage. Now we won't go to the moon because I don't have a starship waiting. I want to. That is a fast thingy, like turn. But what I do want to do, I want to test the capsule separation because that was like the thing I focused on the most. I think the more complicated I go, the harder they are to like control and maintain. Sometimes the simpler the build, the easier it is. Now I could set up the buttons to do manual staging, which yeah you can do if you wanted to, because it's all labelled in the control menu, so you could literally pick each one out if you wanted to. But there's a lot of how can I put it? Well, you could do the timer blocks, couldn't you? So you could do each timer block, which is all grouped together. So obviously doing each individual stuff, there's a lot of individual grids that you have to turn on and off per stage. That's why I use timer blocks, so you can group them all together and activate them all at the same time. But let's just hope when NASA gets around to launching the real SLS, it doesn't have same issues that I have. Not staging, solar panels broken. Hopefully it goes off without a hitch. Thing is, I do like a SpaceX approach. Well, actually, I can't do like an in-between. I try and do like a NASA so it works on paper, which it kind of does work on paper. I build it to the specifications on the paper, and then hopefully it's going to be man-rated or work perfectly when I fly it. Well, Space Engineers is unforgiving, so it's more of a SpaceX approach where you build it, you test it, watch for failures, expect for failures, learn from the failures, and then in the next one, the failures should be fixed, and then if there's any other things that pop up, then you fix it. So, yeah, two very different approaches on rockets, but I kind of do the in-between. Let me know in the comments, which do you prefer? The on paper, man rated, gonna work perfect build first time, like NASA, or the SpaceX approach, which is you have an idea, you build it, you test it, look for failures, expect it to fail, and then like fix the failures, and then test again, and then rinse and repeat until you get it working. Both sides have good merit. It's flipping burning out. Yeah, both sides of the like rocket path are all right. I think it also depends on how much money you got to throw into your rockets. You know, SpaceX can afford to waste a few rockets. Mind you, they don't cost a lot, really, to build. Right, so I want to go down now. So that's 47. So if I speed up a little bit, and then when I get to about 43, I'll detach. And I don't think I'm directly over the water, but we can hope. But as I was saying, you know, SpaceX like method is good for rapid innovation. You know, to obviously make it as best it can be, whereas NASA, they're kind of limited to what is in the blueprint. So like, you know, like stage separation in 3, 2, 1, now separate. Yo, it's separated. That's what I like. There we go. Now if we turn for anything I don't like is that bit of bareness there. We'll have to see if I can fix that, because that's an issue. Alright. Yeah, but as I was saying, you know, rapid innovation for SpaceX, but with NASA, what is in the blueprint, what's in the plan is what the budget is for. They can't add anything, they can't change it, because then the rocket won't be like man rated. It goes for a long stage. It's quite an interesting thing to like learn about, but it kind of is frustrating because you spend billions and billions of dollars designing and building a rocket using old rocket parts. You know, that's just the R&D of the SLS. Then when you finally build it, launch it, the whole thing is destroyed, apart from the capsule, because it's non-reusable. But obviously, it's not going to cost the same amount again to build the next one, because they already know how to build it. It's all specified, it's all man-rated, if it works. Then they just build another one for a fraction of the cost. It still costs a lot of money, but it's a fraction of the entire R&D process of the SLS. And then that's how they do it. Whereas SpaceX is like, yeah, build it, blow it up, build another one, blow it up, until you get it right. I think I'm going to come out an angle here. Let's check the parachutes, shall we? They are on auto deploy at 148 meters, so fingers crossed. It is a tough call to decide which rocket building method is like got the better advantage. Like I said, they both have merits. Now I'm gonna do a landing on the Earth here. Yeah, it wasn't centered. That's right. What's my altitude? 2,500. So shoot should deploy. Come on. Getting rather close. Shoots. Ah. Bit late there, buddy. Well. We landed, but not in one piece. So that was a bit of a fail. Maybe I should deploy shoots to like 500 meters and just fall down. Wow. That was gnarly. There. Like almost 3 kilometers away from like launch, so it wasn't too bad. Right, so there's a lot of like things I need to change. Yeah, before I can even build the tower. Yeah, it kind of sucks. I was hoping it would be a nice launch, but what can one do, eh? Well, if you like the launch and the crash, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It's been fun trying to figure it out. Obviously, if you have any questions or you want to help me out or have any advice, let me know in the comments down below. With all that said though, I'm Dr. McKay. Thank you for watching me test the SLS. I shall be fixing it and hopefully trying to get another test out to you sooner rather than later. But with all that said though, I'm Dr. McKay. Thank you all for watching. Until the next time, catch you there. Cheers and goodbye.